Hello, Saxons. I'm Aishani.
And I'm Emily. And welcome back to the Burg News.
Do any of your teachers have class pets?
I wish, but I'm pretty sure Mr. Everett has some class pets.
Let's take a look at Chris and Chris's news package on SHS class pets.
Well, I've had a lot of class pets in my classroom over the years. I've had 3 iguanas. One of them was 5.5 feet long. I've had rabbits. I've had rats. I've had African clawed frogs. So pretty much had it all. I was one of the first ones in the school to have a class pet. They wouldn't approve it at the beginning, but then some teachers at Hoffman had some class pets. And so I was able to bring in my iguanas, and it's just, kids have had a lot of fun with it. Kids who have never seen some of these pets before, and just the responsibility. Kids have helped me care for the pets. So it's been very beneficial for all my classes. Well, the iguanas did roam around the classroom, and they sometimes would come up on the tables, the lab tables here, and they would sit on the lab tables. If we were taking a test or we were doing something where the students really needed to focus, I would put them back in their cages. And the turtle I have now, every now and then, she'll jump off her little perch and will swim around the water. For the most part, students don't seem to be distracted by them. I have to go with the turtle so far as the best one, because they don't need to be fed every day. I have a great filter that keeps the water extra clean, and I'm able to go home on the weekends, and I don't have to worry about feeding them or cleaning up the cage. Iguanas were a lot of work, and so was the rabbit, and sometimes I had to come in on the weekends to take care of them. So I like the turtle. I think a snake would be good too, because of how you feed them like once every 3 weeks, once a month. Well, I teach a biology class in here, so a lot of times when we're dealing with classification of animals or food chain, I can always refer back to the pets that are in the classroom at that time, and just to kind of give the kids something to relate to that is in the class. I have never had a complaint. I had one student that had allergies with the rabbit, so I had to remove the rabbit for that school year. But there's been no complaints. Like I said, it's just starting to get them in the classroom. Years ago, back in the 90s, it was there were no pets allowed in the classroom, but then they agreed to it after other schools started getting pets.
Thanks, Chris and Chris.
Now, we all know we are very stressed about first semester finals.
Here are some tips for you so it can help you on your finals.
Now, before we talk about study tips, let's talk about our schedule for finals this week.
Finals this week are going to be on Wednesday, December 18th through Friday, December 20th.
Make sure to talk to your counselor this week if you have 3 finals in one day and want to switch one to a different day.
Now that we've covered this, let's roll me and Aishani's news package.
Since finals week is coming up, Emily and I decided to create a news package on different studying hacks. This is Sada, who is an AP Computer Science teacher and an AP Stats teacher, on what people should do for studying for finals.
There's math tutoring every single period of the day, after school on Tuesdays, Wednesdays, and Thursdays, and before school. There's also extended academic hours in the media center, especially around finals exam time. Make sure that you do the review packets that your teacher is giving you and offering you. If you have any former chapter review packets from any of the other chapters that will be covered on the final exam, I would review those. If you get back any quizzes and tests to keep, those are always nice references. And redoing is reviewing, so it's not just looking at the papers, it's actually redoing them. And I would actually write out questions for myself from those and make my own study guide if I didn't get a study guide from anyone, because sometimes teachers don't give study guides. So at some point you have to understand what you need to do to be successful on a test, and look at the material that's been covered from the book and then create your own review sheet, or ones that you've missed. I would write those out on a separate sheet so that I could test myself on them them until I was able to do them successfully.
We hope these tips help you get straight A's on your finals. See you in the new year. And this is Emily and Aishani reporting for the Burg.
We wish you luck on your finals this week, Saxons.
Now we're going to go over to Daniel and Drew with a feature story on the life of Detective Walsh.
Today we want to highlight Detective Walsh's integral contribution to SHS and how he keeps our school safe and positive.
I've been an officer for 20 years at the Schaumburg Police Department.
When did you join the school?
I joined the school in the fall of 2018. It's probably a very cliched answer, but bottom line is I wanted to help people. Well, that could be just about anything they want me to do, but for the most part, it's keeping the faculty and the staff and the students as safe as possible, keeping this building secure, and then dealing with anything that happens crime-wise within this building or on this property. In the morning, from about 7:30, I'm always out front by door 1, just letting my presence be known, saying hi, drinking coffee, but just basically making sure everyone sees that I'm there. Throughout the day, I spend some time, wandering the halls, walking the halls, just keeping my overall presence up. And then between that, I have to deal with, students either making a report for lost property or some issues that are brought to my attention from the administration of a criminal nature and that I have to deal with. Other than that, a lot of it is, again, going back to the whole try to interact and try to connect with as many people as I can.
Now for this week's weather.
This week's weather is going to be partly cloudy, and we might see some snow for today.
So make sure to be dressed appropriate for this week's weather. Now that's all we got for this week, Saxons.
Thanks for watching, and I wish the best of luck for you on your finals, and see you next week on the Burg.